Hello and welcome to Wingin It. And once more we are back with another tournament game. This is again from the Northern Saw Owl Showdown. And yes, still in the group stages here, so we've got another opponent ready and waiting for us in Foxjoke. So we flipped, we won the flip. And we're going to send this one out. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a good starting hand. Let's take a look at what we've got. Right, okay. So Chickadee, definitely a good option for the Forest. Gonna look at keeping that, and especially when you got the Forester bonus card, that's a good keep to go with as well. The Wetland option's not really looking too amazing. Might have to go for Osprey in the Tray as a good cheap option. But yeah, otherwise, not too much going on. Not too much going on in this starting hand. Brewer's Blackbird could be an option now. I've definitely found that with the European expansion, keeping these kind of birds, it kind of gives you more flexibility. It's a bit of an insurance bird where you can just spend, particularly that early game in that first round, just spend turns drawing cards. You know, maybe you find something to add to your wetlands, keep drawing cards, and then you can turn those into points at the end of the game. Of course, looking at these end around goals as well, very egg heavy, so I think a Grassland's Engine is probably going to be on the menu here. So yeah, I think given the slightly weak nature of the starting hand in terms of wetland options, can be a bit greedy. I can be a bit greedy here. You know, otherwise I'd only be keeping 4 food, and once I got the Chickadee down, particularly the Osprey as well, is going to help get me a bit more food. I don't think food is going to be the problem here, so I think I can get away with keeping this Blackbird. Now, Spoonbill could also be an option. Use the Osprey food to get that down, and same with the Swan, but yeah, I think I'm going to look for some better options there. As I say, keep this Blackbird in reserve, so we'll look those choices in. And yeah, Forester bonus card, as I said, quite happy with that. Normally a pretty safe bet to be able to get 3 for that, and obviously get 4 points. So already having one with the Chickadee. Could look at that, of course, can that hatch in the trade. But otherwise, we'll just wait and see what we can find once we played this Osprey and started digging through the deck. Alright, so our opponent has picked. Let's have a look. Oh, they've got 3 birds, so a little bit greedy. Maybe they've got a good start. But yeah, as I said, for our opening option, we were going to go with this Osprey. Hopefully, don't reveal anything good. I'm okay with that. Don't mind revealing from Perugia's Hawk in the tray. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what they play. So they've not kept any fish, so we might want to be a little bit mindful. We're already going for food. Is it a bee eater situation? We may have a bee eater situation going on here, so we shall see. Yeah, I don't like coming up against that bird. I think it's really strong. Definitely in this early game. Just to be able to get food and eggs at the same time. Really, really good power. So, yeah, you don't often see the double worm unless it is a bee eater. So there we go. Yeah, I'm going to have to be hoping that misses a lot. Because otherwise we could be in trouble here. Could definitely be in trouble. So, anyway, we'll lay our eggs. Because we're going to need eggs down so we can discard, get some extra cards when we do take that draw cards action. And yeah, we can just watch. All we could do is sit and watch from a distance. And there we go. They get the 1 worm, so they'll be very happy with that. Now let's draw cards. And immediately we find a cowbird, so that could be interesting. Tanager, also kind of interesting. Getting the worm for that might be quite difficult, given the feeder constantly being re-rolled, but who knows? Who knows? Might get lucky. Now, I need to think about this fish. I need to think carefully about this, because giving them extra food when their only source is a bee eater and different food as well does kind of scare me a bit, so I would like to do the Chickadee and the Tanager, but I think I'm going to need to draw cards again after that. And I would like to have the egg before I do that, so I'm gonna skip the fish for now. If I'd found a good wetland bird that ate the fish, I'd have taken it, but yeah, I don't see the need for it yet. I think I'm still kind of sticking with my original plan. Use the fish to play this blackbird. But yeah, I think we'll have to monitor that one. As I said, don't really want to give them a fish when they've potentially got a wetland bird to play. And then that would just let them get it down so much more easily than they otherwise would. So, ooh, Wilson Snipe, okay. So we're going to get some free cards, which makes me feel a lot better about having this blackbird. So we are going to draw again. As I say, kind of want some better options. Mallard, not bad. Prairie chicken, not really what I'm about. Now, I am going to take the fish here. As I said, I can get the blackbird down and lay eggs, and I think, yeah, I think I've got enough here to tuck. Then I'm not super interested in playing, so yeah, this cowbird definitely does still intrigue me. Definitely does intrigue me. Okay, they're still getting their worms. They're happy with that. Okay, I will play this. I will play this blackbird now. But yeah, this could be, if they do look to build a good grassland engine. So they do still have one card in hand that they have kept from the start. So yeah, if that's a barn swallow or something like that, yeah, we could be in real trouble here. We could be in real trouble, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's not something quite so good. We do have this chickadee. Like I say, I think this tanager, this could be an option. It's a bit expensive. It's going to be difficult to get down, but it could work. Okay, common grackle in the wetlands. So they're going to do a bit of digging now. That's very interesting. Yeah, they'll do a bit of digging, and hopefully they do use this snipe and give some free cards. But that's accused in the end round. That's going to get them to 5. I don't think really. No, we can't match that. So be it. But yeah, we'll play. I think I will play this chickadee. I don't know. Kind of in two minds about being a bit patient and waiting, but I'm not sure what else I'm going to do other than play it. I could obviously play the mallard, but then that's all my food gone, and no real hope of getting any more. So I'm going to let eggs first, because who knows, they use a snipe, might get something better. So I think probably prairie chicken, not the time or the place for you, so you can get tucked. But yeah, that's definitely interesting, because when you've got the grackle, there's kind of two ways of approaching that. You can do what I've done, put the tuck and lay in the grasslands, and then just spend some turns digging. If you find good birds, play them. If you don't, well, you tuck them and you get 2 points. But this is also a good option where you just put it in the wetlands, draw for 3 turns until you run out of egg space. You get 2 points a turn, and you're getting you're seeing 3 cards and keeping 2. So it's not a bad little gambit there to just go and start drawing cards. So they have used the snipe. We get a goldfinch, so I'm not terribly interested in that. That was kind of interesting. It showed my opponent's hand being backwards and then adding the goldfinch into that. Still a few visual issues maybe to be worked around there, but yeah, cowbird probably not going to get so much use now if they are going to be drawing for a bit. But yeah, I don't know. I am tempted to kind of follow suit here. Play the mallard and start digging. That does appeal to me, but maybe I'll go chickadee food and then mallard. Ooh. I don't know, I'm not super happy with what I've got. I would like to dig a bit more on that. And yeah, who knows? I mean, I might just dig and see if I can find like an American crow or something, or a hummingbird, and pay for that with the osprey. So let's do that. Like I say, kind of, I feel the need to dig here. Not when you're not terribly excited with what's in your hand. You want to go drug. So yeah, a little bit of a low point start. I think our opponent is definitely looking in better shape there. And as I say, with this Bee Eater, you know, all you need is a tuck and draw, and plenty of those eat the worms. So Barn Swallow, Purple Martin, Violet Green Swallow, you know, those are all great options. So, yeah, if I'm them, that's what I'm digging for. And like I say, when you're seeing 3 cards a turn, you're going to find this. So we get another free card. Oh, we're just getting all of these colored birds, aren't we? First the goldfish, now the pelican. So they do win the end of round. Yeah, these are not really the options I'm looking for. I mean, I suppose this is playable with the Osprey, but it's not amazing. But we'll see. Could be an option if we're desperate. But yeah, we'll see. This is going to be the interesting moment. Do they reveal some amazing birds in their hand, or do they keep drawing to see what they can get? It's going to be interesting. But I think we'll just have to dig for a bit as well. Like I say, kind of hoping for a grass and bird, but no guarantee that I'm going to be able to find it. Yeah, egg space. I suppose egg space for them is a little bit tight. I think that Grackle's gaining eggs, but yeah, they just need to get some stuff down, and I'm sure, as I say, I'm sure they'll find some good stuff. That'll free up some egg space, and yeah, I did think maybe the Screech Owl, when you can pay for it so easily with a single worm from the Bee Eater, normally a good option. But let's see what we're going to get this time. Creeply Head, okay, I mean, getting all the fish birds, so it's something at least. Now, let's draw ourselves. We're getting another cowbird. And an American Robin, so I'm very happy with that. Very happy indeed. So that's what they're looking for. That's another one you can play with the worm. That's one I forgot. But there we go, okay. So yeah, still don't have a food source. Still just this chickadee, which, yeah, probably should look at playing that for the end of round as well. But yeah, might have to be a 2-fish situation. Force it down. Force it down with 2 fish. That might be what we do. Okay, well, yeah, me giving out the fish. There we go. They're coming back to bite me. So they found a diver. So that's another really good bird for digging. Not so much on the egg space. So again, as I say, egg space could be there and doing, but they're just going full dig here. We'll see if it works out for them. But we're going to draw again, and Northern Goshawk. Okay, that's a good option. That is a legitimate good option. It's the Forester, and we've got all these birds that we can, yeah, tuck under there. So I think this could work out. Do we have enough turns to do everything? Play Goshawk, play Chickadee, take food, play Robin, lay eggs. That feels like a good sequence to me. That definitely feels like a good sequence. We'll get a 2 food and a point in the forest. We'll have 6 points in the grasslands, which is very strong. And loads of cards. And yeah, we can just cycle for a bit with the Robin. Obviously tuck stuff under the Blackbird as well. And hopefully, as I say, with this snipe, they keep using that. Obviously, it's good for them because they're seeing more cards, but it's good for us because we can save turns. Drawing cards, you know, each of those cards, you can think about those cards as being worth 3 points for me. So I get tuck, draw, and then a tuck and a lay. But here we go, another free card. And it's Swainson's Hawk that time. So the Inhinger in the trade card tempts me, but as I said, I think the plan I've come up with is a pretty good one. So what do we not want? What do we definitely not want? I think I probably don't want you. I think these could be interesting, to be honest, with the fish. Who knows? Maybe a Thunder Puffin. I think probably that is not going to get played, so we'll tuck those. And yeah, I think we stick with our plan. They, I would imagine, will have found something with a cavity nest. So I think I would expect them to win this end around goal, but who knows? We might get a tie. If we get a tie, I'll be very happy. But the important thing is qualifying, because I get 2 points even if I lose. So I don't want to give up those 2 points. I want to make sure I can, claim those for myself and really benefit off that. So I'm kind of semi-thinking here that maybe I just take food, especially if the cherry and the seed are there, because I can use the seed for the chickadee. I can use the cherry for wherever it is. There it is, the American robin. And I keep the fish. And as I say, the fish could be useful. Could be useful for some additional plays later. It does cost me a card, and it costs me a cash as well to take food before I play the chickadee. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with my original plan. I'm not sure it's worth keeping those fish just for that. This diver as well is definitely interesting with resetting the tray. It's a bit like when you're up against a white stork. You've always got to be ready to draw cards because who knows, that rule 16 potential is very high. So that's another advantage here, I think, of this robin being able to pick up cards when I'm laying eggs. So yeah, if something good does come up in the tray, I can easily tuck one of these many birds I've got, draw from the deck or from the tray, as I say, if something good is there. Alright, so they did lay eggs. They did get a worm, so clearly, as I say, they were thinking. They were definitely thinking there, but they must have found something good. So, and we are going to play the chickadee, because as long as there is robin food in the feeder, this is worthwhile, I think. So we'll play that. And yeah, this is nice. This is why I was happy to play the blackbird and lay eggs, because it meant I could play the mallard, play the chickadee, and I've still got a free egg. So it means I can play the robin, and it's so important that being able to play the robin before I have to lay eggs. It's worth a couple extra points, and it's worth a card cycle. So really valuable. Just it's a nice tempo thing, getting the extra egg there from the blackbird. So yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by the cowbirds. I haven't fully made my mind up yet on how I'm going to play those out, because it would definitely put them off laying eggs. And yeah, I think I have to be ready. I think I have to be ready to react quickly here, because if they do have, as I say, a tucking bird, a barn swallow, anything like that, something to go in the grasslands, which surely after seeing these many cards you will have found something. It would be nice to be able to react. So white-throated swift, well, that's probably a better option. Another tuck and lay, so kind of like me now. They can just lay eggs and tuck those extra cards they've got. So they're looking pretty strong. They've got a lot of points on the board. Already looking like sort of high 20s into the 30s there. So we've definitely got a bit of catching up to do. But we're going to try our best. And of course, the robin is going to help with that. Maybe the cowbird. So yeah, they will win this end around. As I said, did kind of expect they were going to find a cavity nest pretty quickly. And so, yeah, of course, get an extra eggs. But again, I'm going to keep saying it, egg space. Egg space is going to be a problem here. So, yeah, I'd almost be looking at that flicker in the tray as a good option for egg space. Maybe you get some more worms also. The laid eggs are finally the bees has missed. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy with that indeed. I could do with it missing a few more times and having them run out of egg space before they get the food to play stuff. But yeah, definitely a strong setup. No doubt about it. Yeah, really lots of points, as I say, in that grasslands, and good card access if we've got plenty of cards. So, but yeah, I think that flicker's a good option. A lot of egg space, maybe. Maybe you can just be patient, play it when there's a few worms. Good for that next end around goal as well. But I think we're looking pretty handy for that one as well. So Yeah, we're kind of struggling in these first two, but hopefully the last two is where we can drag it back. And I'll always take a tie. If I win two and lose two, I'm normally pretty happy with that in a game, so can't be too disappointed. But yeah, when you lose the first two, you know you've got your work cut out. So I'm imagining, as I say, they're going to draw cards. It looks like they have cards. So we'll see. We're going to keep relying on this snipe, I think. See if this snipe can get us good stuff. And yeah, hopefully get us better stuff than them, because that is going to be important. So there we go. Taking something. Oh, and they've revealed a killdeer. They've revealed a killdeer and, oh my, American Crow. These games can turn very, very quickly indeed. So, ooh, okay, I'm probably not going to need that because I'm not going to draw cards again. Because I've got this. So we'll take that. Yeah, oh man, how do we play this? How do we play this? I think Crow is a must. I need food. Even this could be an option. This flycatcher. I think 2 cowbirds is overkill. So I think probably that cowbird can go. I think that's the safer option. And yeah, there we go. We do lose. And a round goal, but with a crow and a killdeer, we're looking pretty handy here. So I think I just play this crow. I think I play this straight up. Get this down. Just keep laying eggs. Keep running this engine. But you know what? I might not even need killdeer because I've already got enough cards. And as I say, this snipe, that can keep giving me good stuff. Take it. So yeah, only 10 turns to go now. I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they just need to use that snipe 3 more times, and I'm good. Because 1 card a turn, if I'm either playing a card or tucking on the blackbird, 1 card a turn is good enough for me. So, as I say, killdeer. Killdeer might not even be needed. Maybe I can get away with at least 1 cowbird. Certainly with the robin, and the crow actually helps a lot with the cowbird because you can lay eggs elsewhere, discard off the bowl nest space, give yourself a bit of leeway there. So definitely some options. I would very much hope I get my hands on that hooded warbler in the tray. It's a bit of a risk, me not laying eggs and picking up, but as I say, I think I do need this crow. I think food is going to be so critical here. I'm going to be very, very low on food, so but yeah, hooded warbler. If I can get the forester. It could be very strong for me. But yeah, this game's not over. Let's say this Wingspan is a fickle game sometimes. It can turn very, very quickly, and yeah, a single move like that, getting the crow and the killdeer at the same time. As I say, killdeer might not go down, but I don't know. It's still a good bird, still the kind of bird you like to be seeing. But yeah, that crow, I think that crow's more important here. As I say, maybe this flycatcher could be an option as well. Maybe just legs 3 times. Use the crow to get the flycatcher down, and then suddenly 2 food a turn. Then you can start looking at playing hooded warbler. I mean, grey blue heron into prothonotary warbler is super tempting. With all those worms and the need for egg space as well, is going to be pushed onto me, not just my opponent. So yeah, lots of tasty options, lots of very tasty options that could come our way. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself because, as I said, I'm still very much afraid of my opponent's setup. And there we go. I shouldn't have talked too much about the warbler. Of course, they were going to take it with their worm access using the bee eater. So never mind. Hopefully, so we do still have this Tanager. It's not a bad play, but hopefully we can, yeah, get another good forest bird. I think just hitting that forester. That's going to be so good for us. Okay. Have they used the snipe? They have. Tree sparrow, not what I'm after. But the black vulture could be interesting. A free bird, as I say, when you're running very critical low food setups, having free birds, kind of strong. So I think I'll start collecting worms. Yeah, I will pick up this vulture. You know, it's 2 points minus an egg plus 4 for the frost. It's 5 points for no food. And if they do play any predators, I mean, I certainly wouldn't be overly surprised. Ooh, Ruby Crown Kinglet's a good one as well. Certainly wouldn't be overly surprised if they found some eagles. So, those do activate the vulture when you play them. So something to bear in mind. And yeah, might be a reason that I look to get this down sooner rather than later. But yeah, look at this X-Base. X-Base is such a problem here. X-Base is such a problem, and they only have a fish that I've given them. Because the Bee Eater has missed. Has it missed once or twice? It's missed at least once. Should have been keeping count. Should have been keeping Bee Eater tracker for this game, but yeah, as I say, this is where I'm sort of expecting like Forest Benelli and then discard some cards to get a bit more food. I could definitely see that happening here, but who knows? Who knows what's going to come up? Yeah, as I say, that Kinglet, if I can get my hands on that, suddenly that unlocks potential for maxing out Forester, which I've not even really entertained at all this game. I've only been looking at the 4 points. I think it's a whole different beast trying to get 5 birds at that 8 points. Really, really challenging, but yeah, plenty of those double birds. Kinglet, Vireo. Yeah, plenty of good options to play those. Tough to tip mouse. I'm sure there's another one. But yeah, you know, you get a couple of those, and again, cheap birds. Cheap birds only cost 1 food. Play them in the forest. Get something going, and yeah, get some points here. Do not mind it. Do not mind it at all. Yeah, still to think a little bit about this killdeer. Do have to still entertain the possibility of playing it. I'm definitely leaning away from playing it. Okay, they had to go for food. That, I mean, that's huge. That is huge. Having them spend a turn like that, just taking 1 food, so painfully slow. So clearly the feeder's not where they're at. But we're gonna lay eggs, so make sure we're spreading them out a little bit at least for this end around. And yeah, I think I want to prioritize getting this flycatcher down. It's going to be a good option. Now, this oyster catcher, this tempts me as well, because this would save me during cards, and it would give me, as I say, more cards for tucking. But I'd be surprised. I don't think they're going to draw cards again, so I think I can take the kinglet, which I think is more valuable to them than the oyster catcher. And then next turn I can always tuck. Oh, I don't know. Probably the cowbird. The cowbirds. Cowbird could still be playable for me. I need to think about it. I need to wait and see, as I say, what they've been doing. But yeah, I think. Oh. I think it probably is time to say bye-bye to cowbird, because I do kind of want to keep this tanager just in case, because if that does max out Forester, that is 8 points right there. And yeah, I don't know, I think their egg space. Ooh, Raven. Oh, they got to take that, right? They got no food. It's so late. It's so late. But yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. I can't see them laying eggs so much because egg space is just such a problem. I suppose if they did pick up that flicker, but they can't even play it because there's no worms. Oh, this is... I don't know. I think round 3, this is where the game is swinging back into my favour. They definitely do have some good birds here, and this scares me, but hey, we've got some good birds as well, so yeah, we could definitely pull off a comeback here. Not one that I necessarily expected to happen, but yeah. 6 cards. If we do double play, we're going to be 4 cards short. Oh no, just 3 cards short. Yeah, there's 8 turns left, and we've got 6. So we could just draw cards once, to be honest. Get the fish for the heron. Definitely not terrible. Not a terrible option. But I think we can be patient. We can afford to be a little bit patient. And yeah, maybe that snipe. Maybe that snipe can help us out. They're definitely thinking about the raven. I know I would be. This is a horrible position to be in. I suppose, I mean, if they leave it, like, do I take it? Do I take the raven? I'm not even sure. I feel like this flycatcher, as much as it would be giving them food. No. I suppose I can think about the raven as gaining an extra food per turn because I can skip the crow. And so by having an extra grass bird, I get an extra egg. I'm still only discarding 1 egg because I'm not using the crow, I'm using the raven, and I'm getting the extra food. So it's the same in terms of an extra food. They have left it. White back to woodpecker. Okay, I mean, to be fair, that's really, really good. We're getting some more food for them. But yeah, it would be an extra, still an extra food. Any food I want. It's 4 less points, but it does avoid giving them the food. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on Raven. I think what I want to do is better. So I do need to think carefully about this next turn. Because I want to play all these birds. I can't, because I'm going to have to tuck. But it might just be a tuck and draw the oyster catcher. Honestly, let's think about this. If I lay eggs and play the flycatcher, I've got 6 turns left. 2 food a turn. Oh, do I gamble? I mean, that's the thing. Maybe I gamble and get rid of the vulture and, think that I might find another forest bird. I might do that, to be honest. Because food, once this flycatcher goes down, food is not going to be as scarce as it has been. So we'll lay eggs, get the cherry that we want, and yeah, I think vulture will go. I'll leave the oyster catcher for now. Okay, burrowing owl. Oh, I think I skip this here. I think this is where I skip. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Man, this is an interesting dynamic here. Not often you see a raven sat in the tray multiple turns. Normally, you might see that happen in round 4, but yeah, at this stage of the game, normally it's snagged up. How are we going to look at this end around actually? Play the flycatcher will be on 9. Legs game 4, game 1 but lose 1. Okay, so I think we get 4. I think we get 4 sets. So they might be able to beat that. Did they lay eggs? No, they went for food. Oh, I mean, if they play, pretty sure they did pick up that warbler. How many egg spaces is the warbler? Is it 3? They could play that and lay eggs and win end of round goal. Yeah, maybe. I mean, if skipping that blackbird tuck, if that's cost me the end of round, that is definitely going to sting. But I think I just have to get this flycatcher down, to be honest, and then start unlocking that extra food. So it is going down. It is going down. I feel like this is a position where don't get sidetracked by the end of round. At best, I could tie because I've only got 5 in the forest, so it's a 3-point swing. Getting this flycatcher down gets me extra eggs and extra food, so probably value that more than the 3 points. But they gained a fish, a worm, and a seed. So say, I think I'm kind of expecting a wall here. So they probably would have wanted 2 worms after all game of having nothing but worms and wanting something other than worms. Right when you want the worms, of course, that's when they don't show up. But I don't know. Maybe some nice bonus cards here. We know they don't have the spoon, but at least because that was in our starting hand, I believe, and the swan. So those are 2 options we would definitely like. But yeah, we still do have these good options. And I'm kind of crying out for for another forest option, but yeah. Oh, downy woodpecker into warbler. Okay, so now they lay eggs. Get to 4. They can only get to 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's interesting. That's very interesting that they would do that. That just to unlock the extra food? But again, both players here making active decisions not to go for the end of round so that they can get extra food. So yeah, definitely didn't expect that, but okay, I'll take it. Right, okay. Yeah, do that. Discard from the forest. We're still okay now. I think this is time. To go for the oyster catcher, because it seems like they're probably not going to go for cards again. I think they're just going to lay eggs and play what they've got. So, yeah, oyster catcher. I think is a good pickup here. Because yeah, if we play it first turn of the next round, we'll have 6 cards on 4 turns. Actually, that is an extra card. I think we can get rid of something here. Oh, what do we get rid of? Oh, so many difficult decisions. Maybe it's this. Maybe I get rid of the warbler. Maybe I do a double play, but then I need to go for eggs again and get rid of another card, which would probably be this tanager. So I could definitely see myself doing heron into oyster catcher. I think I'm gonna get rid of this tanager. Yeah, this gives me a bit of flexibility, because who knows, I might find something that doesn't hit Forester that I want to double play into, like for example this warbler that I'm so strongly talking about tucking. Oh, actually, I mean 2 double birds. Yeah, I'm going to need to skip 1, because if I'm doing 2 double plays, that's 2 extra cards. Oh no, I'm just trying to plan this out perfectly. And maybe that's side-tracking me too much, but there we go. We do tie. They did legs, but yeah, their engine. This is kind of interesting, because their engine was looking good, 5 points and a food, but now you compare that to mine. Mine's 6 points and 2 food. Obviously, I give them a food, but yeah, my engine's stronger. My engine is stronger, so unless they have got both the eagles and they play those and then just lay eggs, then I think I think we've got a shot here. Because as I say, egg space for us is looking good. If they have to keep taking food, just play some of these birds. We don't have to do that. We can just lay eggs and play some of these birds. So yeah, hopefully these free worms we're giving out aren't gonna come back to bite me. But yeah, last end around, we're definitely looking strong there. We've got 6 down already. Another 2 on the heron. So yeah, we've got some options. We have got some options. Yeah, let's think about this. We lay eggs and double play. That's all of our food gone. And 3 turns left. So I could lay eggs twice more and then do a double play in the forest. With something into a 3 food cost bird. Now, ideally it would be this. I think I have to tuck this. I think it's, I don't know. It always feels like wasted points potential when you don't. Oh, are they going for cards? Wow. That's super reassuring. Please use the snipe. Please do use the snipe. Okay. I definitely didn't expect them to do that. If they use the snipe here, this is potentially like 3 extra points. I know I talked about it earlier, I didn't really mean it. Oh, they haven't. Okay. They're being savvy now. Maybe this is where they're looking at how many cards I've got and thinking, yeah, I don't want to give them a free card, so fair play. Okay. Let's think about this. We lay eggs. We double play. We lay eggs twice more. We double play. I feel like that's the way. I honestly feel like that's the way, and I feel like I'm going to skip this, because I'd be tuck and draw, and I wouldn't tuck and lay. So I lose a point off this warbler. 7-point bird to break even. Am I going to find that? Chances are low. Don't take the risk, especially when I know I can play this with all these worms I'm getting. So, man, I was not expecting them to take cards there. So, yeah, I think we will do what we said. Take the fish. Skip. And skip. So it doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good skipping those, but I think it makes sense. So yeah, points 64. 64 points isn't great, but this is a 7-point play. This in the forest is 7 plus 4. That's 11. So that's 18. 18 points from 2 turns playing these birds, and then another 2 turns of laying eggs for 6 each. 30. I think we can hit triple digits here. I think we can hit triple digits, and it looks like they go for food rather than laying eggs. This is what I mean. You know, they drew cards. What was that? 2 points. They're taking food, no points. And that's not a lot of points. Every turn I'm taking in this final round is scoring me lots of points. So that always bodes well. But there we go. Let's get this double play down. Let's see. Who knows? Maybe Oyster Catcher will give us something interesting. It doesn't. But never mind. What do I at least want them to have? It's probably kind of too late for any of these, to be honest. Like, even the Sparrow, like, you force Sparrow and 2 turns, legs. I'm not sure it's worth it, so. I suppose maybe they play the Storm. I'm just trying to think, like, in terms of bonus cards, maybe they've got Voodoo Expert, given the desire to play these 4 birds. So maybe I take Still just off that basis. But yeah, nothing amazing there. So yeah, if they do a food web, we could be in for an interesting conclusion. But yeah, let's have a little look. How many points are they on? So what are we looking at? We're looking at 12 in the forest, 7 in the grasslands. That's 19. 20 in the wetlands, so 39 plus 13 eggs. 52. 65 at the end of round. So if they do a Fudo Expert, that's 73. Okay, well that's a strong play. That was another 11? No, that's another 9. So that's 82. and now they've got some 6 or 7 point turns. So it's going to be close, but that's their platform there. So I don't know. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. We are going to win this last in the round. So I am feeling confident, and certainly I don't know. I think their end game is just lay eggs here. So I don't care about giving free food here. Okay, let's take the seed because we definitely will need that. I'll get rid of you, and you are no good to me whatsoever. But yeah, if I said 82, that's only 5 points behind. I get 3 points swing on the end of the round. My engine is as good as theirs, and I have a huge. What did I say? This was 11 points, and yeah, 11 points. So I don't know. I think we could have this. I think we could if my maths is correct. Assuming they do if we were expert, but I can't really see anything better. Like that's 8 points. What are you scoring that's more than 8 points here? Like even Prairie Manager, like they would have wanted to double play into something else. So Eagle did hit. That's annoying, but never mind. Let's lay eggs. Give out the worm. Take a cherry. Why not? Let's live a little. Bodao, you can go. So yeah, we'll squeeze into triple digits. We'll squeeze into triple digits, and I mean, to be fair, this does look like a triple digit board, but it's kind of interesting because they went from really struggling to egg space to suddenly not actually filling up on eggs at the end of the game. I think we might have. We're going to end on more eggs than them. It's going to be tight. Yeah, I suppose we are going to discard some, but B to hits right when you don't need it anymore. It's always the way. Golden Eagle did hit as well, so that in a close game, that can easily make the difference. So we'll get these two down. Very happy with that. So glad I kept that Warbler because I didn't find anything better in the end. And yeah, there we go. Win the end round very convincingly. I'm going to go into the score, so I don't really know. I think this is going to be within 5 points either way. But I do think I've got a shot here. So we're in the lead. Bonus cards. It was Food Expert for 8. So it's neck and neck. They will pull a bit ahead here. Eggs is where they're going to pull a bit ahead, I think. So I hope that with the tuck cards, can we bring it back? Oh, we can. By the finest of margins. 101 to 100. Wow. What a game. What a game. So yeah, Golden Eagle, I mean, like I say, that hit twice and it brought it very close, so damn, that is super satisfying, I've got to admit. I felt dead and buried halfway through round 2, even earlier than that, I think, just their setup at the start with the Beat Eater, the Snipe and the Grackle, but yeah, I just have to assume that they won't find good stuff. I mean, I don't know, Woodstalk, even the Sandpiper could have been a good play, but yeah, clearly they weren't happy with what they were finding. And as I said, I think just some of those turns, like having to draw cards and having to gain food in that last round, not scoring many points from that. I was scoring from every single turn I took at the end and scoring lots of points. So I think in the end, that has helped just barely get me over the line. But there we go. Super exciting game, super close one. Thank you for watching. And yeah, if you want to stay up to date with the future games in this tournament, then please do hit that subscribe button. But otherwise, I will see you very, very soon.